You guys remember when I first introduced you my Princess Alaire about 3 years ago? She's been fantastic since then. We'll be having a lot of fun. Look over there. And she's gonna be 4 years coming in January, and she's been giving me a lot of joy. She's a really hard-working dog. She's been really got me plenty birds and rabbits as well, and I'm looking forward for this upcoming season with my princess over here. That's a micro. Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be a new season, and it'll be an interesting season in terms of time flies, of course, and also showing you some new interesting materials I'm put together for this past year or so. And it's going to be an excellent year in terms of fishing as well. Somehow I kind of managed to put together a couple of trips here and there, so I'm gonna be out there fishing, testing. Yeah, right, testing. We don't test anything when we're out there fishing. We just enjoy and do the best that we can. Anyway, what I would like to do today for you is this little minnow pattern over here. I call like a mud minnow, but you can call anything you want. It doesn't matter. It can be a mud, it can be a little minnow, whatever. And this fly is fairly simply done. What we're going to use over here is two different brushes. We have this minnow head brush, and we have over here this coyote brush. And also we incorporated this time this new eyes, which I call them game change eyes. I don't know if you can see over here, but the eyes that are attached together, same plastic eyes I've been using for the past. And to do these flies, I'm going to choose this L11S, which is a very strong hook, black, so that I can use in salt water and fresh water. So just to give you a little roundup of the materials. As you can see, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, including including the hook. So it's nothing with nothing, and some magic markers over here, waterproof markers, to give a little contrast into the fly. I'm going to prepare the materials, which will take no time. Overall is again 2 fibers, and we'll get started. And maybe 5 minutes altogether, we have an excellent fly pattern over here to play with it. So let's get started and show you how that's gonna get done. Finally, we're getting towards the summertime, and a glass of wine goes along very nicely with it. And we'll see, maybe later on we'll pipe a cigar too. So finally we got some good weather after all this heavy winter we had this year. Anyway, I'm gonna just grab a hook. And then we're gonna use a 3/0 chartreuse threads. I'm not going to use a monofilament in this fly. Every time I do a fly entitled with the brush, I kind of rather lay the flat mono. Alright, so we're gonna lay flat threads. Use whatever you have handy. I like to use a flat Danville, but anything you have, it works, that's for sure. And the chartreuse, I like the chartreuse because when this fly gets wet, you will see the little chartreuse threads underneath. And what I'll do at this point, I'm gonna grab the coyote brush right here, and this brush is UV reflectionizer, and just good quality on it. So at this point I'm gonna lash in this coyote brush, which has UV reflection on it, and for whoever believes on the UV light, well, it's a plus. I have no comments on that, let's put it this way. There we go, it's done. And this is the new eyes, they are attached together, and I guarantee you that you're gonna like it, what you're going to see over here. Make sure we center. I'm gonna do the usual under the eye. Looks good. Okay. There you go. Now we're gonna work the brush. And every turn you do, you just pull those fibers backwards. Just like that. See what kind of mess we have over here while we're wrapping. So you can simply pick up those fibers. And of course you can use a lead eyes if you like to it as well. Like to have this fly to be heavy. Okay. Now we're gonna switch the brush, and we're gonna do the minnow head for the head. And we're going to put a drop of glue. And we're going to get started popping the minnow head. So at this point we simply started to do figure 8. Just like that. Into the eyes, as you can see it. I think we have room for one more. Of course, this head is going to be trimmed, so don't worry about it if it looks too thick. A little brush really is doing exactly what I needed to be done without punching my fingers. Yeah. What do you think? Looks an interesting fly, right? Well, now we're gonna do a little trimming over here, and I would like Evan to just move the camera close by here over my shoulder, so that you can see close how to trim this fly. So let's do it. I'm gonna give a little bit more airbrush over here, just to make sure all the fibers are in the right spot before we trim it. And this is how it works. Showing okay, Evan? They can see that okay?
I think so.
Okay. Obviously, when you trim this fly at this point, again, it's up to you what you really want. Do you want a thick head? Do you want a slim head? So you can trim down as much you like to. Turn her over. That's rather the shape that we wanted. Fairly simple tie, and we do have over here very nice little minnow. I like to keep this guy over here chubby, so so that the head is gonna push water. And if I fish this fly in shallow water, it will kind of be suspended instead to go and drag at the bottom. So there will be two ways, one tie with this eyes and the other one will be with lead eyes, which will get the flies down. So at this point I'm gonna do a little marking. You can just go like that. See over here we have a little couple of dots of brown. You can do with some olive, or you can do with some black, whatever you like to. And as you can see on this specific brush, which is the coyote, you see that the black tip of the hair will give it a little black tail over here, and it looks cute, nice. I think we're done. Well, here we are. We finished with this little minnow, and I hope you enjoy. As you can see, the way I did it was extremely simple, using only two brushes and an eye and a hook. That's pretty much what you need on these flies, and I'm very confident that this fly is going to be doing good for you. You'll be able to adapt these flies pretty much for salt water and fresh water. That's why I also choose to use a black hook, so that I can use it for fresh water as well, for brackish water. I would say for redfish, this will be a really neat little fly to give him a shot out there. Well, here we go again. I hope you enjoyed this little fellow over here, and until next time, have a fantastic time out there. Be well.